Alright, Shalom. Once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Ba'asham Brakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the Great Millstone, and salutations to all you sincere Akiam. And this is your brother Abawan back again with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Ba'asham Brakakwadash. All praises and glory is due, especially in the times that we're in. And this is a video from the Altaman of Zagba, right? Hebrew Israelites, the strivings of my people, right? And basically, it's another edition, another video going into all these scoffers, because that's exactly what they are. You have all these Israelites that have so much to say about the Hebrew Israelites, or rather, I should say, you have these Babylonians that have so much to say about the Hebrew Israelites, what we are doing, what we are not doing, how the people of the world see us, right? How we are conducting ourselves and what we should be doing. They have all this to say. And really, when I was watching this video, man, my blood was boiling. My blood was boiling. I'm not even going to lie, because I'm just thinking, right? Who are these people? Okay, because that's really what I was thinking about. Who are these people? Why do you scoffers feel your opinion is matters to this extent, right? Who are you? Okay, why are you making these videos? Why are you coming out here and speaking so brazenly about what the Israelites are supposed to and not supposed to do? Who are you to make these demands? Who are you to say or make this kind of statements? Who the hell are these people, man? That's basically what I was thinking, man. That's why I'm going to title this video something along the lines of why is earth and ashes proud. Let's get that preset. Let's get that preset. Okay, that's in the apocrypha. Because you jakes, man, you Israelites you jakes are funny, man. You, so especially you bug outs, man, because these jakes that are in the world always feel as though they know something, right? They know it all, man. That their shit don't smell. That they are the ones that have the knowledge and understanding. But let's get this preset real quick first, okay, right? Because this isn't going to be a long video. I'm not going to go in quick through the spirit. So yeah, it is. This is the title of the video right here. Ecclesiasticus 10 verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such an one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth he casteth away his bowels, right? And the main point, of course, being why is earth and ashes proud, which is basically going to you to third Babylonians, man, puffed up with pride, feeling as though you have the authority or you have a say, right, in the ministry, or you can come out and say whatever you like or say whatever you want about what the Hebrew Israelites are or aren't doing, when that is not the case. Okay, and let's go into this real quick, because this is actually the video that really did it for me, right? I made me even want to start doing this video. And it's this a woman right here.
If you've seen this comment about
This woman right here. Okay, so let me see if I want to play a little bit more of it, right? Basically, you see the text on the clip. If you are an Israelite by blood, prove it, right? And this is another statement right there. Who are these people, right? That feel she's just sitting there like, now you have to come and prove to me that you're an Israelite by bringing what you think. Jake has a birth certificate or records, right? A scroll going back all the way to Jacob, right? That and man, and that's the question, like, who are these people? Why are you so proud as to have these ridiculous ass thoughts in your minds, man? Who are these people? Okay, so let's play a little bit of the video.
oh, well, it's a bloodline or it's a lineage, not a religion. That's debatable. But one thing I haven't seen is anybody proving that they're an Israelite. I haven't seen that at all. So if you can trace your lineage back all the way to the children of Israel, I would love to see that.
And you see the statement that she's making. Oh, now you have to come and now you have to come and start proving to Jake that you actually have the ancestry, right? The lineage that goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But let me get a quick precept, right? Because is there? What else? What other proof is there than this? Let's get this precept real quick. All right, the Spirit itself beareth witness. Let's get that. So this is right here. So this is the book of Romans 8 verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Amashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. Right. And the evidence that we have, right, is in the scriptures, is in the understanding, the wisdom, the knowledge that we have, right? Whether it's when we go into the curses and prove that we are the Israelites because of the curses that are in place, right? And are on our people even till this day, or we prove it by our knowledge, right? The understanding that we have in this truth that shows that the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is dealing with us, right? That is the evidence right there that we are the Israelites, right? Because we don't have those records, okay? And really nobody does, man. But you see, this is the what is called, I forgot what they call, what the term is, right? I forgot what the term is, where you are going on an errand that has no where you're going on a meaningless errand, right? You're going on an errand that has no meaning, right? You're doing something that has no meaning, basically. I've forgotten what the term is, but that's basically what this is. Okay, you have so many of our people that just don't believe, right? Rather than just keep it pushing, oh, right, this thing, I don't believe in this Hebrew Israelite thing, and keep it pushing. You just come out and say, you know what is wrong with these Hebrew Israelites? You know something about those Hebrew Israelites, and of course they'll never say Hebrew Israelites. They'll always want to use the byword and the proverb, so they'll say black, right? So called, of course, we are not actually black, but they'll say the black Hebrew Israelites, right? Bywords and proverbs, okay? And that's the thing right there. When you now ask these jakes, okay, then what do you believe? Who do you believe that you are? Oh, they are African American. And even the elder said it himself, right? Why don't you go back to, right, the tribe you belong to? Show the tribe that you belong to, okay, in Africa, right? Since you believe that you're an African American, show what tribe you belong to in Africa. Show, that lineage going all the way back to Africa, right? And it's the same thing with Jake here in Africa as well, right? You believe that you're an African, right? Show all that lineage, all right, going all the way back to before Esau came into this land, right? And Jake will not be able to do that. But when we come out, right, and show our people the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? Ultimately, Jake is never able to go past the surface level of this truth, which is why whenever you see these scoffers make arguments, they never go into the meatier parts of the scriptures. I've never heard a scoffer, talking about, oh, these Hebrew Israelites, they say reincarnation, but that's not possible, right? And then the scoffer come out and say, oh well, the Hebrew Israelites, they say that the right, technique or something that, they say that, in Daniel 11, right, he was going into the Seleucid Empire versus the Ptolemaic Empire, but no, that's not what that means, right? Second Esdras, I believe that's the 12th chapter, right, going into Caesar and let me just go to that real quick. I don't want to butcher it, See, the second Esdras, the 12th chapter, that was going into the eagle that had the three contrary feathers, right? That's going into the first triumvirate with them. I believe that's Julius Caesar, Mark Antony. Let me just quickly Google that as well. The first triumvirate. So let me just use ChatGPT. What or who were the first triumvirates? I've forgotten the actual name. I believe that it should be the first triumvirate. Yeah. The first triumvirate: Gaius Julius Caesar, Gnaeus Pompeius Magnus, or Pompey the Great, and Marcus Licinius Crassus. Okay, so that was the first triumvirate. And that's what this is. That's what basically second Esdras, the 12th chapter from the beginning part, right? Of course, the eagle is Rome, and it's just really going into how the rulership of Rome, right, from the first triumvirate to the rule of Augustus Caesar, which had the longest rule, to the rule of some of the other Roman emperors, right? And they was going to that like that, well, that's not what that what second Esdras means, right? That's not what that the second Esdras, the 12th chapter means. They won't go into that, right? Or they'll say that, oh well, Revelation 12 isn't going into the war in heaven. That, oh, the nuclear, you never see Jake, right? These scoffers come out and go into those deeper parts of the scriptures. It's always the surface level. Oh, his so-called Negroes, right, are not the actual Israelites. That's what they're always going in. That's what they're always talking about, right? Always the surface level stuff, okay? Or that the name of, that they don't even do it, they don't even talk about that stuff, the names. It's always, who, it's always going into, right, our heritage, our true nationality. Always, oh, you so-called blacks, you so-called black Hebrew Israelites, because they're not black Hebrew Israelites, are not the actual Israelites. But yeah, I want to get this next. Let me just go into this next precept, right? Because ultimately, what you say, what you think, what you feel, your little, stupid ass opinions do not matter. All right. The only reason why you will see the elder compiling these videos, or even going into these videos and doing these videos, is ultimately for the edification of the elect, right? Using these scoffers in order to edify the flock. So Romans 3 verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Right, and that's, let's go back to the YouTube, right? Let's go back to the YouTube real quick. And that's all these people over here. Alright. I notice that it's always Jake, man. It's always our own people that are out here, speaking against the truth, right? That are scoffing. Okay. All these people, yes, they don't believe, but that does not change the truth. And that's something you unbelievers need to understand, that your lack of belief, or I don't believe in God, I'm an atheist, or the most high isn't real, or you so-called, you quote unquote black Hebrew Israelites and the real Israelites, the MOTB is not the implantable C hip, right? All your unbelief does not matter, because it does not change the truth. Romans 3 verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai without effect? Of course not, okay? Your unbelief changes nothing. Alright? Romans 3 verse 4. God forbid, yea, let the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Right? So you not believing, right? Because that's the self importance of our people right there, man. That's why you see a Jacob come out and say, the nigga will come out and say, oh, you need to show me, those pedigrees, right? Show me that your nationality, your bloodline goes all the way back to, the patriarchs, the forefathers, right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is, of course, that's a, man, the hubris that Jake has, trying to carry all these words I don't normally use, but that's the idea right there. That's the best term to use, right? And that's basically what it is. Let's go and get that in the hubris. Let's get that hubris. Hubris, excessive pride, presumption, or arrogance, originally towards the gods. Right, that's the hubris that Jake has, even in their ignorance. Okay, so let's that should be, that's why the scriptures calls you Jake, Scottish children, man. Wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge, right? And even when they are receiving the knowledge to do good, they still reject it. Because that's what's happening right now, man. That's what Jake is doing right now. That Eve right there, when she was hearing the truth, and that of, man, this is why the apostle said just to focus on the elect, because it's clear that 2/3 of our people, right, the bulk of our people are not ready to actually receive this truth, and the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to have to, it's ultimately going to have to deal with them. You're just going to have to put that judgment on them. All right. So with that, once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High. Yahweh Basham Yahweh Basham Rakakwadash. Wa abad babal and through the spirits up Yakiam and Joaquat were edified. Shalom.